All right. Again, Avengers, and welcome to another exciting episode of Draw Steel in Dark Sun, or Dark Sun in Draw Steel, or something involving the world's Dark Sun, Draw, and Steel. Mix and match them however you want. Draw Dark, Steel Sun, I don't know. There's words, and there's lots of them. And I'm very confused. Hi, everybody. This is Daily December, where I do weird things in the month of December, and this is one of the weird things I do. And the people below me are all here against their will, but I have been clever enough to find blackmail material for all of them, except for one, and you get to decide which person that is.
I kind of just gave it away by nodding. That's my bad.
So, announcer moments. On my YouTube channel on Fridays, I do a longer version of the announcer moments, and I actually got it working in a decent way. So if you would like more tabletop news, subscribe to youtube.com/TraderJody, and on Fridays you can learn about what tabletop things are going on in the world.
I know that guy. Mm-hmm.
Dr. Pepper Nog is evil and wrong, and you should be ashamed.
Shame.
And for anyone watching on YouTube, there's a person in chat. I know him very well. He's one of my players in my regular game, and he likes to mix Dr. Pepper and eggnog, and it is an abomination.
But it is delicious.
You too? I'm blasphemer!
I've been drinking it every episode.
It's like a bad root beer float, it sounds like. What the?
It is delicious. When you made the comment about food and drink, and you're like, I don't mind, and I'm like, but you will.
So anyway, announcer events. It is the holiday season right now, and what better way to start off your holiday season than by supporting a USA Today best-selling author by picking up your own copy of The Hearth Witch's Guide to Magic and Murder, Book 1 of the Hemlock Saga, written by USA Today best-selling author Kiri Callaghan. You can get it at all major book retailers. I am not sponsored by Kiri, nor by her publishing company, or anything like that. I just like Kiri because she's my friend and she writes cool books. And this is a really cool, it's like Sherlock Holmes, but Sherlock Holmes is a lady and so is Watson. And then there's this whole like, will they, won't they? But they're also solving crime that's going to expose the world of the Fae to a solar punk version of London. So.
What's not to love?
Yeah. Also, Kiri visited London and found the road where the murder happens in the book. And she took a picture going, look, my first murder. And it got awkward. So, also, Kiri will randomly go into bookstores and sign copies of her books, a la Patrick Rothfuss. So, if you're on the West Coast, you might be able to get a signed copy by just looking in a bookstore. Anyway, so that's a thing. However, I do need to talk about this because I am unnaturally excited about it. If anyone grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, or in like the early 2010s, because there was a revival of it with Matt Mercer and Will Friedle, there was a television show that was created to sell toys, but became something so much more. That started with Thunder, Thundercats, ho! There's officially going to be a Thundercats TTRPG. It's officially licensed Thundercats TTRPG. It's using 5th edition. It's fully 5th edition 2024 compatible. So if you're not like the biggest fan of Dungeons and Dragons, I don't know what to tell you, but it's still a full-on Thundercats game. They're going to have custom ancestries for all the different flavors of Thundercat that you could be, and custom classes and all this cool stuff. I am, again, just far too excited for it. I think it's on Kickstarter right now. It took a whopping like 2 minutes to get funded, so it'll definitely be a thing. So that's very, very cool. For Draw Steel, Crack the Sun has officially launched. Cracked Sun is going to be the first major expansion to Draw Steel. It took a little over a day for it to get funded, which sounds like, oh, it's not as popular as, Thundercats. Not really. Thundercats' goal was like 10 grand. Draw Steel Crack the Sun's goal was 1.25 million. And it took them a day to raise that. You Draw Steel fans are nuts. But it is very, very cool. It's going to have a full campaign in it. There's going to be a bunch of like one-ish shot adventures in it. There's a new class, which is something involving the word beast, but I just call it the Ranger because that's what it is. And then a bunch of new ancestries, and it should be amazingly cool and awesome. So, yeah, you can play a person from the sun, and Crack the Sun. You actually go to the sun, like it's a place that you can visit, like San Diego, and it's probably about the same temperature. I have a friend who plays softball in the Californias. And they're going, yeah, we have a softball game. And I'm like, in December? Well, yeah. I said, it was negative 23 degrees here yesterday. Like, what are you guys playing softball? They're like, it was like in the 80s for us. I'm like, curse you. Curse you.
I'll take the cold.
Yeah. Why? Like, I grew up in Phoenix, and I don't remember having 80-degree weather in December. Like, I remember having 112-degree weather in July, but, like, December and January and that, it got down to, like, the 60s and 50s, and that was cold. And here in the 60s and 50s, people are going out in, like, bikinis and swimming. Even the dudes.
It'll be a lovely 76 degrees tomorrow. By Thursday, it'll be 81.
Well, to be fair, like... Again, our wind chill went down to like the low negative 20s-ish. By Wednesday, we will be in the 40s again. Because that's how
baby.
Wisconsin works.
Get the shorts out.
It got pretty cold here, too. It's like 40.
I remember one year, I can't remember if it was last year or a couple years ago, but we had a temperature fluctuation where it was in the 70s one day, and then a day later, it was in single digits. Like, it's just, Wisconsin weather doesn't make sense. It defies, like, physics. But we have really great cheese and milk, and I don't care what you Californians say. I don't care how happy you claim your cows are in California. Wisconsin milk is better. Unless you turn it into eggnog and mix it with Dr. Pepper. So anyway, as far as other things happening in the TTRPG world, there's been a bunch of like celebrity D&D games for, I think it was Extra Life. I know Kiri played in one of them with BDA Walters and a bunch of other really cool, awesome people. What's her name? She played Strix on Dice Camera Action and now in Acquisitions Incorporated. Holly Conrad, there we go. Holly Conrad played in one like a couple nights ago. So yeah, people are playing Dungeons and Dragons for charity, which is an awesome thing to do during this time of the year. It's a good thing to do any time of the year, but it's a good idea
Really
to raise money for charity when people are spending lots of money. Yeah, cannibal sandwiches. I have to ask, because we have a few Wisconsinites here. Of the Wisconsinites here, have any of you guys actually had a cannibal sandwich?
I don't even know what that is. No.
It's raw. It's raw ground beef, sometimes with onion, between two pieces of bread or toast.
No, my meat needs to hit 165 before I consume it. I have rules.
Yeah,
the
like
FDA
that's-
said so.
But apparently, it's a thing up here.
No.
It's like, I've been here my entire life, never eaten raw meat on purpose. Had a couple times when someone was cooking that shouldn't have been, but The intent was not to ingest it raw.
But
Well, and technically that's not raw because they chop it up small enough that the acid can actually cook the meat. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's a thing. I like to say this just because I used to work in retail. Working in retail sucks the whole year. However, it is a special type of hell during the holidays, specifically from Black Friday through New Year's. So if you are going to any sort of brick and mortar store, please be kind to retail workers, service industry workers in general, like your wait staff, the people at the drive-through. I will guarantee you, they have probably been actually spit on a dozen times just since Black Friday. It's just, be nice to them.
also, whatever slight you imagined they're doing, it probably wasn't on purpose. They're tired, and they're split 19 ways. It's okay. Take a breath.
They're all understaffed. My favorite thing in the world, I was working as a manager. We had a rush in the store. Every register in the store that was working, we had one register that just never worked. But every register in the store that was working had a line like 6 or 7 people long on it. I was on one of them, and this customer wanted us to find something in the store. And we put them on hold for like 2 minutes, and they got upset. And I need to speak to a manager. So I go, this is Jody. What can I do for you? Well, I've been waiting on hold for an hour. No, you haven't. But what can I help you with? Well, I need to know if you have this in stock. I go, absolutely. My inventory says that it's here. However, inventory only updates once a day. If you give us just a few moments, we will go check. Unfortunately, all of us have customers right now. Well, I can't believe it. I said, well, let me just put you on hold for 1 moment. Let me see what I can do. 30 seconds later, I get a call back. Hello, I've been waiting on hold for 15 minutes. No, you have. I literally have no one to go out there. Well, it sounds like you're understaffed. You should hire more people. Well, we are hiring. Would you like an application?
Would you like to apply?
She never called back. I had to immediately call my district manager and go, by the way, if you get a complaint about me harassing a customer, I'm going to say that I was attempting to recruit them. And that's the story I'm sticking with. He goes, what? And I explained it to him. He's like, oh yeah. I said I was as nice as I could be. There was nothing I could do in this particular instance.
I always love the ones that say they're never going to come back, and you're like, please don't.
Yes, please.
Don't want you here.
Yeah.
If you would
What
like,
a threat.
I will give
I'll
you
appreciate
directions
it.
to our direct competitor, and you can make their lives hell.
Mhm.
I kid you not. I used to send bad customers to our competitors. Just I'm like, if they're going to cost someone money, it might as well be the people we don't like. Anyway, so all I'm saying is be nice to people in the service industry because their job sucks. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Unless anyone else has announcements or anything cool going on.
That I know of.
Yeah, John does streamy type things when he's not playing with me, so you can follow him. He's more cowbell. Yeah.
Watch him play Tarkov.
Yeah, watch him play Tarkov and lose at Tarkov, and then attempt to escape and fail, and then Toast will come in and they'll both get shot in the face. And I mean,
That has never happened. You have no evidence. There is not.
5,000 hours later, we're still trying to get out of there. One day we'll find them out.
Still
I
trying
was
to
just
extract-
impressed that once it actually launched, someone escaped. I thought the entire game was just this strange allegory of Sisyphus. Like I assumed you guys knew that you couldn't escape, and the whole purpose of it was to waste your time and teach you. I was just like, maybe it was like a morality play to teach you something about, like, you know, quality use of time, or maybe, you know, the real escape where the friends you made along. I don't know.
That's right. Or the friends you kept along the way from the actual.
Without accidentally shooting them, because he goes, "Are
You're
you
right.
moving? Are you moving? Pow pow! Oh, I'm down. Shit, that was you."
Sounds familiar from this afternoon. Just saying.
There are many clips of John Toast and DK killing each other. Not on purpose, just because they're like, wait, is that you? Is it bang, 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 bang? And it's like, shit, somebody shot me. Who could that have been? That's so weird. I don't know anyone that could have. Oh, I'm dead too.
It's the early season 1 South Park rule of it's coming right for me, and then you're safe.
So, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I think it's time for us to return to Dark Sun.
Battle music.
The burnt world of Athos. In its sky, the dark sun bakes the land, drying up water, mutating creatures into abominations, making the world inhospitable to humanoid life. But, as is often the case, humanoids survive. Now, most live in large city-states ruled over by the evil sorcerer kings, former champions of Rajat, originally created to wipe out the various races of Athos, but they rebelled against Rajat, and eventually formed their own governments, placing themselves in near deity-like status. Our adventure opens on a small group of gladiator slaves. All of them were thrown into the gladiator pits of Draj for various reasons. All of them hope to one day leave. Last session, they were confronted with the most difficult part of being a gladiator. You are not allowed to enter the slave pits until you've survived an encounter in the arena. As they were pushed in to the sun-baked sand, they saw a horde of sligs, strange frog-like mutants, vicious claws, sharp tongues that enjoyed devouring the various humanoid races. They were able to eventually defeat them, and now they get their prize, to be locked away with the other surviving gladiators until they are asked again to brave the sands of the arena to hopefully survive another day. So, when we were here last, we were in a place that looked like this.
Happiness.
Familiar.
Isn't it pretty?
Beautiful.
However, you guys are able to defeat the army of sligs that had been sent against you. So, you were asked to return to the top of the arena to be taken back into the slave pens, which is where we're going to go next. Now, this is going to be a little bit weird for people because right now all you see is blackness. But if you zoom out a little bit, you should see that there is one area that has been revealed. It should be in like the upper right-ish of the map. Like I said, if you zoom out to like 40, you should be able to find it. Yeah, it's in the upper kind of right corner of the map. Can everyone see the one room?
No.
Cool.
Mm-mm.
Zoom out as far as you can. Just keep.
Oh yeah, I'm zoomed.
I
I'm
think
at 10.
if there's a fog of war, we need the characters on the field to see.
Because there should be one area. Let's see if I can do it this way then. Don't want you. I want. Let's start with Johnny.
Is it?
All right, I've placed
Oh.
Johnny
Oh,
in an
oh,
area.
oh, something changed.
Color.
Yeah,
It changed gray. Oh. Is the map the little thing over here because I'm so zoomed out? I think so.
Yeah, there should be a small little room.
It's
Can you-
all black.
Can you hold shift and then hold the click there, Jody? Like you're trying to ping, but you're holding shift.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, we don't see it though.
Thank you. Well, I'm just gonna put
I
your
see a
characters in
black
there.
square now.
This is the first time I've dealt with this, so I'm just going to put everybody's character in there and see if
Yeah, now we can see. Cool.
once all of your characters are in, you guys can see things. How about now? Can you guys all see?
Yeah, let me
Yep.
zoom back in.
I cannot yet.
Ah,
I too cannot.
got it.
Ah. Can you see me pinging?
I see
can-
you pinging.
I can see the pings.
Your character is Therian, right?
Minus, yes.
Yes. Can you drag your character onto the map where you see the pinging?
Hold, please. I have dragged. Hey, look at that! It's a nice little room.
Okay.
I still am not able to. I see a gray screen
So
or a brownish screen.
what I would like you to do very quickly for me is go ahead and where I am placing characters, go ahead and drag your token and put it on the map where you see the ping. Do you see the ping?
I do not see any pings. No.
Cool. On the right-hand side of the screen, there should be like a dial thing, and there should be a number in it.
Dial the number. Yep.
Okay. There should be a plus at the top and a minus at the bottom. Click on the
Yes.
minus button until it can't get any smaller.
Okay. Yes, I do have that, and then I am scrolled all the way to the right and all the way to the top.
Okay. Which one are you again?
Thing?
What's your character name? It's Ansev?
Oh, I just saw a ping now. Hold on. I hit the.
Drag him there. Drag him there.
Come with
Drag
me
him to the peg.
if you want to live. Yay! I'm here.
You gotta delete our doppelgangers, but we're here.
I will
Oh my
in just
God,
a second
there's
here.
so many of them.
I'm gonna move. Oh, I'm not too far. I'm my real one's to the left. You can delete
So now
middle.
that you guys have revealed this,
There we go.
it should stay revealed even if I delete all your characters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Darkness.
Working as intended.
Okay. Now go ahead and drag your characters in there.
I'm right
Guys,
here.
this
Don't
is
wait on
the
me.
cool lighting
go.
rules that are in Roll20 that I thought I had everything fixed and I don't. So
It's tricky.
It's all right. We're learning.
Yeah,
we're
that's
we're
the whole point.
experiencing.
Excellent learning.
This is the room I always used to die in.
Why did you guys
Yeah.
just
Oh.
reveal the things you're not supposed to reveal? Don't.
I may have moved a little bit too far to the left before.
Yeah,
me too.
Perfectly fine. Theoretically, once your token is down, I've placed walls to where you shouldn't be able to leave the room without me giving it to you.
Oh, I didn't leave the room. I was just a little bit to the left.
Yeah. So it doesn't work perfectly, but Johnny, have you put your character back in yet?
Yeah, I see Johnny.
Okay. So the reason I'm asking is I can't actually see anything, and that might mean that I have to add my own character. Yeah. So how are we gonna do this?
Dramatic Bard has joined the lair.
Yeah. Well, there's ways around that. Base opacity to nothing.
I feel like you could also like click on the characters and say preview as or something, and you could see through other characters.
Yeah, well, see, in order to get this to work the way that I want it to, I have to have two separate windows open, where I have one open as a player and one as a GM, and so that's why
Gotcha.
things are weird. So
Gotcha.
I'm gonna real quick do something weird for a second? There, that should correct to where you guys can only see this room now, right?
I could only ever see this room. So
Yes. Same.
Yeah. Looks almost identical to the stream.
Banners on the wall. There's fire. I know a way out. Set the banners on fire.
All right. So now that we've done that, if I could have all of you guys put your characters around here, this is the door that you're going to come in. And
Okay.
moving forward, as you explore and everything, I've set this up so that as your characters move around, it will show you the rest of the map. There will be doors that you can click on, all this fun stuff for you guys to be able to explore. So you will be actually moving your tokens, and if you try to move them out of this room, you should find that they actually stop at all the walls if I did everything correctly. So now that we have done that, and I will eventually figure out how to make it so that I can. Here,
I will figure out how to no clip through the wall. So I'm kidding.
You guys may see a ghostly figure in there. That is just so that the audience can see what's going on.
Just a very brief question before we dive into this.
Sure.
We, because we are not in combat, can use a recovery at any time and any number of them, correct?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to use one more recovery in order
Yeah,
to
I'm
heal myself.
going to use 2.
And should.
All right. So now to start actually doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. So, as you guys could come in from the brutally hot sun, because the slave pens not only are built entirely out of mud brick with relatively thick walls around them, but also because they are built partially surrounded by the earth, the temperature drops drastically as you could come in. I wouldn't go as far as to saying that it was a pleasant temperature, but compared to the sweltering heat outside, it has become significantly more pleasant. As soon as you come in, the first face that greets you is the head of the guards in the slave pen that you guys have already been told about, and probably he was the person that kind of thrust you into the arena before. This is Kurzak. As soon as Kurzak comes in, he's like, seems like you all survived. Good. We want to get our money's worth of you before you die. Come with me, I'll show you to the pens. He starts moving this general direction. What would you all like to do?
Well, real quick, I just had a question with the recovery thing. You get 1/3 of your health back, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
when you
so
do a
you
recovery?
should have on your character sheet, there should be a recovery value
Okay.
on there. And it's just, it equals 1/3 of your health.
1/3 of your
So,
health. Okay.
on your character sheet, if you give me a second here, I can look at it.
Oh,
So-
I did find it. So I get 9 stam for using one of my 8 recoveries. So I
Yep.
go to 7 recoveries, gain 9 stam. I'm still not 100%, but I'm much better than I was 5 seconds ago. So I just wanted to make sure that was good. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's how it
We're good.
works.
I'm in the zone.
playtime, he was crawling on all fours, and they took a deep breath, and then he was walking just fine.
Shoulders
So-
out, chest out.
So as you guys come in, you can instantly feel the kind of weight of the battle that you just had is finally kind of setting in. The adrenaline is slowly starting to wear down. You guys can feel the sweat on your muscles as it starts to cool in the slightly cooler air. As you look around, you can see a number of guards, all with either crossbows aimed at you or short bows, depending on their personal preference, or halberds and other pointy objects. And while they don't seem agitated or anything like that, like this seems like kind of a regular occurrence to them, all of them are hyper-focused on you to ensure that no slaves get any strange ideas. The other thing that you notice is, despite all of the other guards, which tend to be kind of overwhelmingly human, you do see one person that sticks out like a sore thumb. An 8.5 foot tall ogre of a creature carrying a massive club. He seems to kind of follow behind Kurzak, almost like a lost puppy, almost. So, what do you all want to do?
I think we could use a little bit of a rest. If you guys are good, we could, go to these pens. They probably gave us the really good ones, too, so don't worry.
Did that sound like a request? Get your asses over here so I could get rid of you. I got work to do.
So Therian will follow, but Wally's walking, say, a little parched after all that fighting. Is there anywhere that we can find water?
Everything you need will be in the pens. Come on, I don't got all day. He eventually brings you down to this large metal door, which you guys are first kind of surprised about because metal is exceptionally rare, and the fact that they have this large metal door here is impressive. So,
It's pure tin.
yeah. As you all look at it, he places his hand on the wall and seems to pull a lever, and the door opens to show you the first parts of the slave pens. So, and he kind of gestures for you all to go in there. You could find places to sleep. Try and find some food in there. We deliver it every so often. When it's time for your next match, I will call for you. Come to the door when you're called. If you don't, he points behind him to the large ogre. Leg Crusher here will bring you. And he gets really
Leg
close. And Leg Crusher hates being forced to bring you here. Don't make him angry. Right, Leg Crusher? Yeah. All right. Get in there.
Sure, I'll go in.
While I'm walking past, I just inquire. So, how many of these do we need to win before? Do we leave? Do we? What's the procedure here?
Leg Crusher,
my
I
checklist.
think he'd like a guided tour.
No guide. No guide necessary. And I mosey
Okay.
forward.
And Leg Crusher starts coming towards you and immediately starts to grab for your leg and picks you up by it.
Oh.
I show you. And so he takes you over here. I'm going to move my invisible person. These are the slave pens. There's lots of them. He brings you over here, smacking you against the wall every so often. All the way down.
Oh, I'm cruising.
These are more slave pens. Then he brings you over here. And these are more. Every so often dragging your head on the ground or smacking it against a wall. He brings you all the way back up.
Jesus.
Smacks you against another wall. That's the whole place. Yeah.
Oh. Thank you for the tour.
Okay, and he throws you on the ground. Take 2 points of stamina.
Oh,
Seems appropriate.
And then the door closes and locks behind him.
I don't recommend you ask too many questions of the guards. They're not going to be accommodating at all.
but you did tell us about a little bit about the fighting outside there. Do you know much about these pits? Can we go wherever we want, or are we?
Leg Crusher's already left.
Oh no, asking our compatriot here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
As long as we're in the slave pits here, they don't really watch us.
That is advantageous. Maybe we can get the fuck out of here then.
I mean, I don't know about magic and sorcerer king and all that, but
Do I get a feeling that we can still use our abilities in these
Yeah.
halls or in things like that?
As far as you can tell, like they didn't even take your weapons away from you. As far as you can tell, it seems like one of the reasons there's this big metal door there is because you guys, especially with your like bone and obsidian weapons, you would be very, very hard pressed to be able to break it down in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Whereas like a wooden door, you could eventually get through it. Even like a strong iron reinforced wooden door would eventually be down. So you think you're probably on your own in here. Real quick,
I'm
let's
just
make sure
I'm gonna be
Johnny's in
blunt.
there, too.
So while I got, sorry, there was someone saying something. I missed it.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I'm gonna be blunt. I don't know what the other slaves are gonna be like. Some might be hostile.
I was actually going to say that while I was getting my guided tour, did I notice anything in any of the rooms that was particularly immediately visual? Obviously, I wouldn't have a whole lot of time to look around while I was getting banged around, but
While you were kind of being dragged around, you saw in this room over here, there seemed to be kind of a group of people that seemed to be doing something. You did notice that this room here actually has a door that can close, which is kind of rare. You weren't able to see if it was locked or not, but it was. That's the closest thing to privacy you're going to find in this place. You saw that there was what seemed to be a young woman in this one here, which I'll move down so that the audience can see too. So yeah, in this one here, there seemed to be like a young woman that you saw. You also saw there was a humanoid that was wandering around with something in their hands. You couldn't see because you were busy having your head slammed against stuff. But he seemed to almost be like patrolling the halls. And then you saw someone looking kind of shifty in this cell. And then a group of people in this cell as well. And then there was one more door that seemed to be closed over here.
so I'm going to relay generally that information to the group and be like, seems like we've got a lot of friends or foes in here, depending. There is a door down to the right. Perhaps we can see if we can find nicer lodgings, or if one of you have been here. I'd love to sleep somewhere that isn't straw.
That leg crusher is a pretty nice guy. Seemed like a friendly guy.
I mean, it was the fastest way to check out the area.
Yeah.
Speedy
took care of you.
You were halfway expecting him to go, tell me about the robots, George.
Well,
And yet,
let's go.
suspiciously, your legs are uncrushed.
I think the crushing's more accidental.
Okay, so I'm going to start going this way.
As you do, you
yeah.
can overhear in this room some conversation, and as you get close, you're able to kind of pick out the phrases. Did you hide in a haystack? Shh, someone's coming.
And I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that and head down to this door. Maybe even nonchalantly whistling.
So, in Roll20, any door that is unlocked, if you click on it, you can open it.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that cool?
And I poke my head in. Hello, is anybody occupying this space? I look
And
around.
As you open the door, you see a number of straw piles in there that probably going to be, and if you want to move your token in there, you'll actually be able to see everything on the map.
I yell top bunk and I pick this straw pile.
I need to bring you down here so we can see. Ignore the ghost.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you can
Mom?
see a number of pretty well-stocked straw piles, and then a little pit in the middle that if you could find something to burn, you might be able to use as a small fire pit. which could be useful for things like, keeping warm or cooking and sanitizing anything in this particular place.
Getting rid of evidence.
Yeah, lots of useful things fire pit could be used for.
Melody's just gonna wander south a bit and kind of peek into these two rooms.
Okay. Again, the one to the west, there's a younger looking woman, probably no older than maybe like 20, 21. She looks not quite emaciated, but definitely has skipped a meal or two. And the clothing that she wears shows obvious signs of struggle, like there's kind of rips in it, and you can see that she has some bruising in various places, like on her arms, and one kind of very fading bruise around her eye. She doesn't really look at you as you come through. She just kind of huddles up and, stays on her straw pile.
Yeah, he's just exploring south, seeing empty rooms. Oh, looks like someone died down here. Oh,
Yeah, it happens every so often.
there's this guy that looks like he's patrolling, though.
Yeah. As you see him walking around, you can see that what looked like a weapon, you come to realize looks closer to like a broom or a mop or something like that. And you, having been here before, you would recognize Trustee. Trustee is... hold, please. I even wrote stuff down so I wouldn't forget it. To which I promptly forgot it. Where did it go? Yeah. Trustee is an old gladiator who can no longer fight. He walks the cells doing odd jobs and cleaning up. He used to be a guide in the wilderness, but was captured and forced to fight in the arena. One day, a mountain stalker broke loose, and he killed it, saving the main guard's life. Now he's allowed to stay, even though he can no longer fight in the arena. So you would kind of be familiar with Trustee just because you're having been in the slave pens before. He's kind of relatively well known for the fact that he's a gladiator that can't fight and hasn't been killed outright. Which generally, once a gladiator can no longer fight, they're generally just tossed into the arena with some other group who uses them as bait, uses them as a distraction, whatever they need, and they don't come back.
Trusty. I just kind of nod to him.
And he kind of nods towards you, and he looks over. Oh,
Anything new?
did you get yourself a new group of friends?
You could say that.
Well, there's not a whole lot that's new. At least not since the last time I saw you. But glad to see you've got yourself another team. It's dangerous to be on your own in the arena. He kind of wanders off, unless you have other things you want to say to him.
When was the last water and food drop off?
Oh, you could ask Dinos. Dinos is effectively like the cook around here. He gets the food and then he turns it into something slightly palatable for everyone. And his room is down here. He kind of points to the door. Dinos will be able to tell you. If you need water, I think he's got a trough in there that you could get some water from. Just don't get too greedy. You won't like that.
Yep.
Okay.
If you guys wanted water, this is where you're gonna get it.
Right here.
Kind of I wait for him.
When you come in, you can see to the right there seems to be like a food prep area, but to the left here, or technically since you're coming in from the back, flip those directions. To the east is a food prep area, complete with a large water trough. But to the west, you can see a surprisingly well-furnished room. It has an actual bed. There's a wardrobe in there. There's a chair and a table. And in there, you can see a man. He wears kind of like a leather apron. And right now, he's just kind of doing busy work. He kind of looks over, immediately recognizing Moiety, and says, "Oh, Moiety, it's great to see you, man. Who are these people and why are they coming into my room?"
I got thrown in with a new group. They all survived.
Oh, that's quite impressive. So, still haven't answered me why you've all come into my room.
They were looking for water. and
Oh,
some food.
it's if you want to go right into that room over there, I keep it for cooking and things like that. Should be clean.
I'm assuming it's that one
You
trough
might be
there.
muted, John.
What was his name again?
Dinos.
Dinos.
Dinos, do you have a cup or something that we can, take a little on the rum?
Well, let me see what I've got around here. And he's starting to kind of look through. I need all of my things, but there's a good chance if you look around, there's probably something out there that you could use. So many people come through, and they just, when they don't come back, they never really pick up their things.
I'll look for one of those big ladle spoons that we can just spoon feed water to ourselves with.
Surprising enough, there's one right there.
Yeah.
So I'll take a drink myself just
Mhm.
because it's a dry day. But what my character's remembering is the conversation with the dude out front and trying to get some sort of vestibule to carry water out to the arena. So I'm gonna start backing out and looking for something,
Sure.
but I'll
Keep
wait for the
remember-
group to
I
do
keep
whatever they're doing.
Forgetting I need to move my dude here so that the audience can see what's going on.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you look long enough up here, you think you could find a container.
As Ansiv is passing through the doors, like the door from the haystack room that we were in to down here by Dinos, are these doors of the same structure, like metal structure as the one that brought us into here?
The door into Dinos' room is not. It's just a combination of wood reinforced with bone and various bits of chitin. However, if you look into his room in and of itself, way down here,
Oh, down over there.
you can see there's another door, and that is made of metal.
Okay.
Though its construction is a little bit different than the one that you saw up there.
Okay.
After I have some water, I do walk over to Dinos. Who's the new girl?
Oh, that's Gilal. I think. I haven't had a chance to talk to her much.
She just come from a match. She looks pretty bruised up.
To be perfectly honest, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to talk with her yet.
Do I know what's through that metal door?
That's where the food deliveries come from. Aside from that, you've got no
okay.
clue. Dinos doesn't allow anyone in his room when that door's open, so you've never actually seen it open.
That's fair. You got any food though, Dinos? Or is that for later?
Dinos goes, well, supper's not going to be for another few hours. You guys got done with your match pretty quick. By the way, Therian, the container that you're looking for is right up here. So next room.
Got it.
Yep.
So while this is all going on, he would be going kind of door to door up the hallway looking.
Mhm.
He'd glance at the room where the people were talking. Are they still there and engaged in some sort of hushed stuff?
Yeah, but as soon as you get close enough that they can recognize, they all just are staring daggers at you.
I'll just give him the male acknowledgement nod as I walk by, and then
As you nod, one
Grab
of them
that.
like reaches underneath their clothing, and another one kind of puts a hand on his chest.
okay, and then I'm gonna grab the thing, nod again, walk past, and then I'll fill it with water from down here.
Sorry, I'm looking for my invisible thing so I know where it is. There
Hmm.
it is. I gotta make it slightly more visible. There. Now I can actually see it.
And then the only other thing I noticed was in that room that I was in,
Mhm.
is that bed, quote unquote, nicer than my haystack? Does that have like an actual frame to it?
It does have a frame to it.
Okay, my character is going to pull a Men in Black and screechily drag that over to the other room. You don't actually have to do it, but
Yeah.
he's a little bit more posh than this
Also,
accommodation
that
is
part
ending
of
up.
the map, so it's most
That's
definitely
fine.
not moving.
So during that time, so
Do
he's got
not
this
have that
water, and he's
asset.
going to go back, and he's going to drag it back to the main room, and then just kind of plop down on it.
Okay. So while the rest of you are trying to organize your haystack in a way that you're not sleeping directly on dirt, Therian has found himself a little twin bed.
Mm.
If anybody wants to cuddle.
So Talal, she will ask Demio, do you need help with cooking?
Do you mean dinos?
Or sorry, Dinos.
No, it's pretty simple stuff. Most of it's gruel based.
Hmm.
Besides, the Templars will get kind of upset if I allow other people to do my job.
Understood. Talal just keeps looking at the specter.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Mom?
I did that. I kid you not. I spent like 10 hours getting this to work, and I thought I had everything set, and it's not working the way that I would like it to. So I'm slightly annoyed. I should be able to see through all of your eyes, and I don't understand why it won't let me do that.
I'm just gonna do like a walk through this hall to see who's in what room and everything. Over here.
Okay, give me just a second here.
Talal falls around,
Yeah.
not really knowing what else to do.
I'm going to try an experiment. Hey Johnny, where are you, real quick?
In the hallway right now.
I am going to drag a token out. I do it. It doesn't do things. Why doesn't it? Oh, and I just made you fat. I'm sorry. I thought I fixed it. Token properties. You do have vision. Does that change anything? Okay. Sorry, folks that are watching this that are probably very, very bored. So why do you work and he doesn't? Let's try one more time. Nope, you're supposed to be giving off light. Sorry, we'll ignore that. I'll play with it next time. Can you still move the character token that's there?
no.
Okay, can you move? Like, I just put one in. Can you move that at all or no?
I can't move either one of them.
Cool. Go ahead and drag your token back out. Sorry, trying to make things work and it's not. I may just turn off the fog of war.
Alright.
Make things easier. I have daylight mode on and explorer mode on. All right, ignore that. We'll play with it later. The audience can still see most of the stuff that I want them to see. All right, so back to the game itself. So, someone was going around and looking for other things, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking into the rooms as I'm walking down this hallway on
Okay.
the left side.
So, you notice another person that seems relatively new, like you don't instantly recognize them in this room here. And then as you go further up, and I'll real quick, so the audience can see. In this room, you do recognize this person in particular. That is Scar, and he's unofficially known as the king of the gladiators. He has been in the arena more than anyone else and has more wins than anyone else. And he has a little team that he goes out with. But you also know he has very little respect for anyone that has not had a significant number of wins in the arena.
Hey, 1-0, we're undefeated. Just saying. Just saying.
Well, so is everyone in here. Anyone
It might be true.
dies. So
Boy,
God.
I note the bed in the other room. Um,
yep. Every so often there are beds. They're few and far in between, but they do sometimes exist.
there's a door here.
Yep. And as you look at that door, you notice it's similar to the one that leads to the room you guys have kind of taken over, but it is locked.
Yep. Nod at the lock. And then I see two more empty rooms in the end. That's the tour.
Getting back. I'm trying to open up the document here. Getting back to the main doors that we're at.
Mhm.
Is there anything to suggest that it is more than a standard metal reinforced door with further, like game mechanic wise, 9 stamina? Is it anything? Would I be able to discern that at all? That looking at it, if it's
It is significantly more than a metal reinforced door.
Okay.
This looks like relatively impenetrable. Like you
Okay.
think, with all of your strength and everything you have, you do not see way. Because it's not just like, oh, a door. This is like, 1.5 foot, 2 foot thick steel.
okay.
So it's more like a wall that moves made of metal than a reinforced wall that moves made of forged steel than it is just a door.
But that locked one was more of a standard door,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. Okay.
It wouldn't be impossible for you to break it down. However, not knowing what is in there, you don't know how the rest of the prisoners would react to you breaking the door down.
Of course. Gotta set a bar, you know?
This is this like an actual skeleton right here?
Hold on a second. I just had an idea.
Something you don't want to hear your DM say, ever.
So theoretically, if I do this again, no, it's just a way for the audience to be able to see everything without, yeah. So I'm just gonna put this character in every single room that you guys have explored. So for some odd reason, you just keep seeing these ghosts everywhere you go. You're not sure why, but they're
Almost
all
like a lot
there.
of people have died here.
It means that I don't have to keep moving this damn thing around. See, I'm smart.
Was there built on a burial ground?
I mean, everyone goes here to die, so I mean, it doesn't need to be built on a burial ground. It is a burial ground. So now that I have an
So, more of a mechanic question.
Sure.
That's my character. Well, also my character, as he's been kicked back, kind of trying to find some level of comfort within a slave pit. He has an ability called Return to Formlessness.
Mm-hmm.
With the merest touch, you cause an object to turn into slag or ash. You heat the target and cause it to melt or combust, destroying it. If the object is larger than 1 square, only the square of the object is you touch is destroyed. Does he have any idea, being that he's probably used it before? Wood doors, probably no problem to try and do something with. The metal door, does he feel like it has any potential impact on that? Or would he have to try?
You've never tried it on that much metal before? Like, normally
fair.
that much metal would be like a building size thing, not like a wall.
Understood.
So, in addition to that, finding any life energy in this area is just about impossible. There are no plants. There's no real mold or anything in here. This place is very, very much dead.
Mechanic reposted. Thank you.
There's some life energy next door.
I was gonna say, once again, we're gonna reiterate, he can't use my life energy, right? Like, he had sucked life out of me. Just want to make sure on this one.
The ability for a defiler to use living creatures instead of plant life is something that exists, but it's such a powerful, high-level defiling version of magic, and it generally requires a special item called an obsidian sphere that are exceptionally rare and controlled. Any of the ones that do exist are heavily controlled because of what they can do.
So I take it you didn't put that sphere up your butt when you came in here, is what I'm understanding at this point.
Relatively new to my powers, I don't have.
Okay, just making sure.
That sphere, no.
No, yeah. That other sphere, though.
I am doing kegels.
Is this a legit skeleton, though, Joey?
Click on it for me, please.
This guy.
Yeah, that's legit remains. You're not sure who it used to be or why they were chained to the wall in here, but yep, that's a real thing.
And he's just fully skeletonized.
I mean, the bits of him that are left.
Any rags of clothing?
No, just full-on
No.
skeleton.
Bug it. Grab his femurs.
You would be aware of the fact that anyone that dies in here, anything useful that they have, does not die with them. Clothing will be stolen. Sometimes bones are as well, because the prisoners will turn them into weapons. Yeah, anything that would have had any value on him would have been taken long before he turned into the skeleton.
Before anyone else does, I grab his femurs and his humeruses.
Okay.
And as I'm passing by this room, whatever room she's in, on the way up, I toss one of the femurs to the girl since she seemed unarmed.
Okay. As you toss it to her, she instantly kind of recoils back and then kind of looks at you, trying to kind of figure out what's going on because she's used to things flying at her. She's not used to them missing that far.
Take it. Strongest bone. Crack skulls. He shrugs.
And she kind of reaches down and kind of grabs it and looks at you and goes, "Thank you."
That is odd. Keep walking up. Where I deliver a femur and 2 humeruses to the group. I got some weapons.
I mean, it's a work in a pinch, but I've got these too.
I know, but the weapons break down here. It's not.
Arian just gives off. No, thank you.
I don't really play with any. I don't really play with anything in my hands at this point. So no, not for me.
Oh, hey, what I guess.
It works in a pinch. You take anything you can in the pits. Unfortunately, this guy didn't have any clothes on him left. Otherwise, I would have used it to start a fire.
I do have a question for everyone in this room. Does anyone have the ability to open any of these doors that we've come by that are shut, may look locked or not? I have abilities to get through such doors, but usually it would require me to be a little bit louder. So, is there anyone that has the ability to maybe tinker a little bit?
If you're trying to maybe find a way out, I think we should talk to the girl. I think she knows more about this place than
Yeah.
anyone else.
I may have missed the round table. I was trying to take a look at the doors that we came in on to see how I can push heavy objects very well, but I believe that is something that I'm not very good at. It seems pretty solid. So if we have another a way to get out, I'm going to be honest. I do not want to keep fighting over and over. First of all, it's very boring. We completely wiped the shit out of everything out there in the first round. It can't get much harder than that.
Oh, it can.
Okay, well, maybe I'm different then.
I didn't come here to die.
Maybe they'll just have us fight each other.
Okay, excellent. I like where this is going.
There be only one.
Avoider!
I'm just saying maybe we need to make sure we keep them entertained.
So you see a man walk through wearing the clothes of a Spaniard, but speaking with a Scottish accent for no
Very, very-
explicable reason.
Thick brogue. I take this
Claims
moment.
he's Egyptian with a Scottish accent.
I take this moment to tell everybody about the people above us. I don't know if they noticed or whatever, but I say that when I was getting my
Next room.
tour, the next room above us, they seem to be hiding something in the straw. I don't know how you all feel about personal property, but I tend to believe it belongs to whoever has it in their hand. Maybe of value. I didn't get a good look at it.
I just want you to know, on the west side of this place, if you see a guy that looks at you with contempt in his eyes, his name is Scar. He's kind of the top gladiator.
Gotcha. Big deal.
Have you seen him
Understood.
fight? Have you seen him fight, or is he just say that he's the big gladiator?
Oh, he's been here the longest. He's survived the longest. That's why.
Well, records are made to be broken, like bones. So,
How dare you fight that you matter.
Jody, do I know how Scar fights?
Scar specifically is very good with anatomy. Whether humanoid or monster, he's very, very good at knowing where to strike. However, the thing that makes him as dangerous as he is he is a tactician. Not the class tactician. He understands tactics, and the group of gladiators that he works with, they work exceptionally well together. You even have heard rumors that one of them is actually an elemental cleric.
I am not. He's really good with his team, and he kind of fights like I point at the shadow the few times I saw you attack. Kind of fights like you.
Been in a few brawls then.
As you guys are speaking, you suddenly hear the sound of wood scraping across dirt, and suddenly you see Dinos coming past your door. And he goes, "Well, time to get some food." And he places 6 bowls on the ground near the entrance to your door, and kind of brings over this large pot of something warm-ish. It's gray, for lack of a better describer, and somewhat viscous. And there seems to be chunks of something in it. Beyond that, you've got no clue. Eat up. Got to keep your strength up for the arena.
I will dig in. I kind of watching the hallway too, just to see what if because I saw that the girl didn't. She looked thin-ish, so I'm just making sure like no one's coming down the hall and stealing food or anything.
You don't see anything just yet. And as you kind of look around, you realize everyone else has their food already. It seems that you guys have gotten the last of it.
That's
Alright.
fine. I'll eat.
Asking our next demands to be the first to be served dinner after our fight. All right, sounds good. Noted.
One other thing you guys will notice, there are no utensils. So most people just kind of take the clayware is what you tend to see in here. And so you kind of scoop out the remnants of the meal in there and then eat it with the bowl.
Yep.
Is there enough magic here for me to warm my bowl up with my?
No.
Oh.
It's not cold. It's kind of lukewarm.
Yeah, well, I like hot things. Okay, that like scald your mouth warm.
There is no complaints from Moiety. There's no hesitation from Moiety.
Yeah.
Therian has a slight scowl as he tastes it, and then decides, you know what? When in Rome, and eats.
Yeah, I'll quit.
Mm-hmm. It tastes like gray.
How did it
Delicious.
It doesn't quite smell rancid, but it does have kind of an earthy, like mud scent to it.
Oh,
Moiety,
Yes.
Yeah.
you would remember a time before Dinos where food was literally just kind of thrown in, and sometimes it was warm, but very, very rarely. Normally it was like moldy bread, or kind of gruel that was just dumped into a trough somewhere. You'd have no idea when it was cooked. Dinos is most definitely a step up from what you used to have.
oh, you got some charcoal in this. Nice.
Watch out, it will affect your antibiotics.
But no, you just see Moiety eat it like it's not exactly fine dining, but like it's
Glad to have
still
it.
yeah.
He's licking the bowl clean.
Holly is just like needs rosemary.
My
The fight.
Yes, the spice.
Ansiv has that slurp sound as loud as he can into the room.
I'm just gonna take his bowl and he's gonna start eating it, but he's gonna start walking over to check on what was it, Gilal.
Go.
As you walk over to the room, you can see her, like, kind of looking at it and slowly kind of eating it. She seems to have found something. You're not quite sure what it is or what it used to be, but she's kind of carved it into her own spoon. And so instead of, like, lapping it out of the bowl like everyone else, she's kind of spooning it in her mouth. And as soon as she sees you, you watch as she kind of hides it. Yes?
It's not exactly fine dining, but it'll keep us alive.
She kind of looks down at it. Did you not get enough?
Oh, I got plenty. I was just coming to make sure you were taken care of.
She kind of looks at you. Why? I don't know you. Do I? Have we met before?
We haven't. No.
Okay.
I heard you had some adventures in here, though.
Yes.
I don't know how to say this, but other than, I mean, I'd like to try to get you out.
She kind of looks at you and she immediately kind of looks around. I don't know what you're talking about. You should leave.
Nod and walk back to the room.
Okay. The rest of you kind of watched or saw Hamja leave for a little bit and then eventually could come back.
Yeah, you'll Hamja, you'll hear in your head. So did she say? Well, I'll do it in common because then it'll be like in head at that point. Did she say she'll help us? And you're allowed to speak back in telepathically if you'd like, back and forth.
Gotcha. She was a bit spooked, so give her some space.
Space we can give her, time we might not be able to. I'm sure we'll be able to survive another pit tomorrow, but given the fact that one of our party members almost died in this last one, I can only think that it's going to get progressively harder and harder. So we may have to put a little bit of pressure, nice pressure on her to be able to help us get out of this fucking thing.
Maybe we can convince her that we would be able to protect her.
Do
And
you
okay.
know this girl? I only saw that she was new, so I tossed her a femur. Makes sense that she could maybe survive a bit longer with a weapon since she didn't have one, but like, why do you think she'll know things? Is my question.
Is he in the mental conversation or outside?
Oh, right. You guys are talking mentally.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
I mean, you could still ask that question because he came back from her, but no.
Mhm.
I'll let you answer that if he's just randomly asking you as you're coming back.
Yeah, I mean, you guys would have seen, and anyone that would have looked out the door would have seen him walk into Galal's cell.
So I'll
It's
ask if
right
you know.
next to yours.
I'll ask if you know that girl, but not the second half, because I wouldn't be privy to that conversation. But I'll ask if you know the girl.
Yeah. No. Oh no, I don't know her. And I'll kind of look pointedly at the wall to the north, and
Mm.
And lean in and be like, I think she could help us get out, though.
Why?
What gives you that impression?
Well, I'm not here by accident, so I'm trying to keep my voice down at this point,
Yeah.
obviously. But she.
I walk over and I close the door. I'm like, we could probably be a little bit.
Yeah.
As we learned about something in the hay in the
And
building.
then
in
I
the room
walk
next to
back
us.
and I lay down in my bed again.
Yeah, the walls may not be super well insulated. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not here by accident, and I think she may know a way out of here.
So,
So
we
you're
don't.
here on purpose?
I am.
So you're an idiot.
I've heard that before, but I can take care of myself.
From a certain point of view, without your argument, I mean, I don't think any of us are probably completely innocent.
Oh no, I'm guilty.
So,
Of being fabulous.
But it wasn't on. I didn't intend to end up here.
Fair enough.
I mean, this is really all I know. I'm going to be blunt.
You said that in the center of our room was a
It's
fire
like a fire.
pit,
Yeah.
but it's not actually like lit. There's nothing in there right now.
Yeah, you'd have to find something to burn, but
I mean, we have a room full of straw, but
Well,
Yeah.
an ignition of some variety.
I do walk out the door. I'll go up to this broken cart and just break a piece of wood off.
And while he's doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and materialize a piece of wood, using my ability to drop a piece of wood in the center of the fire pit.
what ability is that?
Materialize. It seems fucking broken, and it's level 1, or it's a signature ability apparently. So it's I forgot I can ping it in here, can't I? Features. Nope, not features. That would be an ability. Materialize. Here we go. A worthless size 1 meter or 1 medium object drops onto the target to deal the damage, then rolls into an adjacent unoccupied space of your choice. The object is made of wood, stone, or metal. But I'm not going to do metal because metal is very, very scarce in
Yeah.
the Dark
I'm
Sun
gonna
universe. So
say, yeah, metal you can't create.
yeah. So I'm just going to in an open space here drop the wood, and then it's going to tumble into the fire pit. I can't get it to light, and I'm not going to use my hands to rub 2 sticks together. But if one of you fuckers could
I'm
light
gonna-
this. Oh,
So
wait.
I'm going to make a ruling here.
Okay.
The defining aspect of this is it is a worthless size 1 meter object,
Okay.
and a piece of wood has a lot of value here. So I'm
Oh,
going
okay.
to say, because this particular ability is meant to just be, I can drop something on an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say, as soon as the thing drops, because it's not really specified in here anywhere else, it starts to immediately disintegrate or
Okay.
unmaterialize, let's just say. So if you do that and it you get a piece of wood there, as soon as anyone starts trying to light it, it literally just kind of disintegrates away from the flame.
Okay.
After like a minute, I come back with a couple broken pieces of that. I don't know if it was a table or
Yeah,
a
it
wagon.
used to be a table.
Yeah, and I toss it into the middle.
And And third,
I was gonna say Talal having a nomadic explorer. She's probably lit a few fires before,
Mhm.
so she would take a little bit of straw, start rubbing some sticks together.
So yeah, why don't we get some rolling started here?
Yeah.
Let's use so how do you know how to start fire? Is it something you've been trained in? Is it something that you learned about once? Or are you just like going off of it? It's like, well, fire happens when you rub stuff.
No, so me and my mother, one of my skills is cooking.
Oh, okay. So you'd be relatively familiar with how to do it. So why don't you make me? I'll let you choose between reason, agility, or might.
I am going to say, I'm going to say might.
Okay. So yeah, you
Just
sit there
because
and
like
go,
I'm going to
"Alright."
try to brute force.
rub them sticks. Rub them sticks.
The mighty little girl.
And since are you trained in cooking then?
I am trained.
So you can use that skill to give yourself a plus 2.
Okay.
The way that skill checks work in Draw Steel is basically a tier 1 is considered either is considered a failure. A tier 2 is going to be considered a success, so that a tier 3 is a exceptional success. And depending on what's happening, the failure might be you just don't get what you want, or it might be you succeed but with a catch.
So I was 1 point away from getting a tier 3. I got a 16.
16. Still really good. So as you sit there going, suddenly you guys have a little fire in front of you. You can feel kind of the warmth coming from it. Again, the weird thing about going from a very, very hot environment to a more temperate environment after you are kind of drenched in sweat is you start feeling cold. Even if it's not particularly cold around you, the exothermic reaction of the sweat evaporating will physically make you feel cold. And so, despite the fact that it is deadly hot outside, the fire is welcome.
I don't know about you, but I still feel that I need a little bit of a rest for the evening. Maybe not the evening, just at least an hour. A little bit of shut eye. So I'm just going to sit and relax on this little hay here that I'm going all over the place on. And I'm just going to lay back, close my eyes. You guys can discuss whatever else you'd like, but I'm just going to lay here for a little bit.
There's something I'm curious about, though. Just because I have to. Because I don't know what's beyond this door. I'm just going to do the thing and I knock.
As you knock on the door, for a moment, nothing happens. Why don't you roll me a... what is... Hold, please. Where's my skills? I think it's under tests, right?
Brag, empathize, flirt, gamble, handle animals.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's like a perception type.
Flirt with the door. Here we go.
There's persuade.
I mean, why don't you go ahead and give me an intuition? That's an attribute in this, right? Yeah, go ahead and give me an intuition roll. I'm like a super awesome dungeon master, guys.
14, so tier 2.
Cool. So listening at the door, at first you don't really hear anything, but then for a brief moment you hear movement on the other side, and what you think might have been maybe a mumble or a word or something, but the door is thick enough that you can't really tell what it was. and then if you knock at it again or wait at all, nothing.
Alright. Then I will make my way back.
I'm making my way back to you.
Sit
babe.
down. Fire.
Okay.
Close the door. And I just go, that one locked door. I think there's somebody behind it, but they weren't sociable, I guess.
As you were kind of walking back, you heard the guy in this cell right down here
Yeah.
kind of sees you, and you notice that he seemed to be particularly interested in what you're doing, whereas everyone else was just kind of ignoring you. And as you guys kind of locked eyes, he kind of smiled and winked, and then went back to his bed.
Which guy?
This guy down here.
Oh, the one guy who's like on his own.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of individual.
I tilt before I go back to them. I'll tilt my head and I'm just like, you know what's in that room?
I might know. For a price.
I just kind of give him like a continue look.
Okay. I get the feeling that you're trying to get out of here, right?
I give him the I'm not saying yes or no look.
All right, I see. Well, and he kind of motions for you to come closer.
Sure, I'll take a step or two closer.
Okay. Well, my name's Merlon, and I may or may not have made a deal to get myself out of here. And there's a little problem that I think you are the exact right person to be able to fix it for me. And if you fix my problem, I might be able to get you and your friends out with me. Just saying.
What's your problem?
Well, see, I have, let's say, an agreement with one of the guards. If I give him something shiny, he might be willing to look the other way when I might go to an area we're not normally supposed to go, and then just forget that I was there. The problem is, I know where something shiny is, but I can't get to it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you could get to the something shiny, then our problems would be solved.
And where would this be?
Well, see, that door that you were so interested in, no one's been able to go in there for a long time. We're talking decades. But I heard the guards talking about it before. Apparently, that used to be, let's call it, private quarters for someone pretty important. And because of that, he got to keep a few of his doodads and baubles, one of which is, well, let's just call it something shiny and something large. So if someone could go in there, you know, it's not just out in the open, you would have to figure out where it's hidden, but if you could do that, I'd be willing to bring you with me.
Alright. I just give him a nod.
Just keep it on the DL. We don't want everyone finding out about it. And he kind of grabs you by your collar and kind of pulls you in. And don't let Scar find out. He and I aren't on the greatest of terms. So, yeah.
Understood. I just give him a nod. Then I'll head back to the room.
Okay.
Close the door. And then I tell everyone what he just said.
Okay.
Yeah, there's this guy named Merlon. That door that's locked over there. He wants to get in there. Apparently, used to be private room. Apparently, guy was able to keep a lot of his stuff in there. Might still be there. He has something with the guard. If he gives the guard something worthwhile, he'll apparently there's an escape route that he's gonna be left in, and he offered to put me into that. And I'm assuming, I mean, extend it to the group, but like, I honestly don't know what's in the room, and I don't know how well planned his plan is.
Did he seem trustworthy?
No,
I mean, he is a criminal.
So are we, though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Pot, kettle, pot.
You call it being a criminal. I call it making a living. You know.
All means being able to survive,
Potato, potato.
I didn't say any of us were immoral, just criminals. How strong does that door look? Can't we just break it down?
is it wood or metal, Jody?
The door itself is wood, but it's a kind of impressive levels. Like it's reinforced with this is something you're not sure about. You also have no idea what'll happen, especially being that close. Excuse me, to Scar.
The Scar's room, yeah.
Yeah. You're not
Well,
sure
the
what'll
door-
happen with the rest of the prisoners. The
The
rest of the
doors-
prisoners have never tried breaking it down, as far as you
That's
can
fair.
remember. So
Doors wood, really well made, might be reinforced, and it's right across from Scar's room. Probably won't take kindly to it, given the fact that it's still standing.
Well, he has to go out and fight at some point, right?
I mean, yeah.
I'm just giving possibilities.
and as you say that, you hear the large metal door open into the slave pens, and you hear Kurzak go, "Scar, get out here! Don't make me send Leg Crusher in there." And you guys hear the sound of Scar kind of walking off.
That is an amazingly well-timed idea.
That seems fortuitous.
You know, you mentioned breaking it down, but we could try something more subtle. There's a lock.
I mean, if you can do that, then go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't know if
surprised.
you can tell subtlety is not my specialty. So
Would mine.
If you are going to pick it, let me know when you're going to do it, because I would love to be able to help you out a little bit. So, when you're ready, just let me know. I need at least a minute, though.
Okay.
Everyone's so impatient, but I need at least a minute, and it will help you a little bit, hopefully.
I mean, if you're gonna do anything, it should be soon. He just went out to the arena.
Yeah.
let's let us embrace the moment.
Okay. I think Galal is our better option, but maybe that's the right path.
I mean, we're not exactly making the deal with him just yet after the ball. We're just checking out what's in the room.
Okay. Let's go
Yeah.
check it out.
All right.
Do, 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 do.
So you guys, as you guys head over to the room, when you get there, you can see there is a rather kind of expensive-looking lock on the door that has obviously seen better days, but is still expensive. how would you guys like to try and get through this door?
As we're like passing by every room, making note, is there anyone kind of making notice of us? Just because we're just strolling up and down the hall, someone might think we're doing something crazy. But is anyone giving any type of reason to pay attention to us?
The people that are up in the room above you, anytime you pass by them, they watch you like a hawk.
Okay. Is there? And then I can't because I don't know for sure. Anyone in this room that we can see here?
Which room?
I'm sorry. This little guy right here.
No, that one seems to be empty.
Okay.
Except for
I'm
a
just
random ghost that I'm slowly making less visible.
I'll kind of just motion Hammy over to us in this corner here. Psst, come here, real quick. And once he's next to me, I'm gonna go ahead and okay. I have not tried this a lot, but there is something that I can do that might give you a little bit. You feel relaxed doing what you're doing, okay? And you'll see kind of where his collar meets on his shirt. You'll see a little bit of almost like a tattoo, but it's more of a like a burn marking. And I'll just kind of touch that burn marking, and then I'll touch Hamza, and over the next minute you'll feel a little bit lighter. You'll feel a little bit more focus, and I'm gonna give you my ritualist blessing. And I'm looking on this screen, but I got it over here. It is an ability or a feature, I think. I will find it for you and I'll post it. But essentially, targeting yourself or one willing creature you touch, the target has double edge on the next test they would make within the next minute. A target can't use this benefit on an activity that takes longer than a minute. So I'm assuming this isn't going to take longer than a minute to be able to pick a lock, but you'll have a double edge on there as soon as I figure out where the feature is for you.
Cool.
Ritualist. Yeah, for some reason I can't find it on my Roll20 character sheet, but I will paste it in the chat just so that you have.
It is the Roll20 version is not is not 100% perfect, so it might have been, but it just didn't transfer over.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. I'll start working on getting it typed in.
No, there's definitely a couple of the like free ones that just kind of didn't transfer over.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So basically, once again, touching you, and then once you feel like, oh, my eyes are closed, and once they open up, you got 60 seconds to go and do your thing. So.
Okay. I'm gonna dig around and see if I can find something, maybe in this, like a bed or something, break off some sturdy twigs or bits of bone that I can use to pick up the lock.
Looking around, there's nothing that can be readily turned into lockpicks, and for some bizarre reason, they didn't leave any lockpicks on you. We were thrown into the arena as slaves.
You didn't have it in your boot? I thought you had it in your boot.
You think that with enough time and the right tools, you might be able to, like, carve like a bone picking set. But that would be the closest, and that would still take you a decent amount of time, because you have to make sure it's small enough to work, but strong enough that it won't break off in the lock.
And I'll just peep my head around the corner here and looking at Hamza. What are you doing? Go pick the fucking lock. What are you... I don't understand.
I thought I could find something. Like, there's nothing.
You don't have anything to pick the lock?
They took all my tools. I just got these knives.
Well, they were doing their thing. I walked to play cover up by the door and watch, and I'm looking back like...
They don't. These knives, they're too big. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I don't.
Try it with your knives. Just jam it in there.
I mean, they're better at cutting people. I'd rather survive.
As I see this kind of falling apart, can I look in the room that they were in? I forget his name now. Igor, whatever the strong fighter man was.
Scar.
That's it. The brother of Simba's dad. So, is there anything in that room that's like, if I peek in real quick, is there anything in there that I'm seeing?
Just a quick glance. You don't really see much of anything. You are a little bit surprised, though. You know, with him being the quote-unquote king of the gladiators, his room isn't very nice.
But there's no one there. There's no one that I see.
Yeah, currently no one's in there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and can I look a little bit closer at everything to see is like there are markings anywhere as far as like common areas that they're in, sleeping, stuff that I could search, because this does seem out of place that we have more adornment than King of the Gladiators over here.
Sure. As you start to go in, you suddenly hear a sound come from the hallway, and you can see Trusty is kind of just walking up, you know, doing some random things. He kind of very slightly kind of catches your eye and doesn't think anything of it as he's just kind of walking past. And he kind of looks into Scar's room. He goes, "Oh, Scar must be in the arena right now, isn't he?"
He asked me to clean. I don't know why I went Scottish, because you were kind of doing Scottish.
Well,
Yes.
thank you very much.
He asked me to clean while he was out. And I just kind of go looking around.
He looks at you with this look of, okay, now that we both know that was a lie, do you want to try something that doesn't sound stupid?
Nope.
Like,
I'm
he
just gonna
has
go.
this-
I'm
he
just gonna
all
go
of
with
that in
it.
a single expression.
If he doesn't call me out on it, I'm gonna just stick with it, and we both know that I'm lying through my teeth.
Just some advice. I'm very good at cleaning.
Sure.
Scar doesn't like it when people clean his things.
You know what? I thought it was weird. Maybe I misheard him.
Yeah. He's very particular about how he keeps things in there. Knows exactly where everything is at all times. And he wanders
Makes
off.
sense.
And I continue looking around.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
There's no cameras here.
Why don't you make me an intuition check?
Sure. Intuition.
You're my intuition.
I rolled a 14 plus 2 is 16.
All right, not bad at all. As you're kind of looking around, there's really not a whole lot of places you can hide things except in the haystack.
Sure.
And as you start kind of looking through it, you suddenly hear a snapping sound. And because you got a tier 2, I'm going to give you an edge on this roll. Make me an agility
Love
check.
that for me.
No.
With edge. So I roll a 6, minus 1, but plus 1. Wait, plus 2? I don't know how it got there.
Yeah,
it's a 7.
The way edge works is a single edge adds a plus 2 to your roll.
Okay.
And if you get a double edge, then you just increase whatever effect you got by 1 tier.
Beautiful.
So that's where the plus 2 comes from. It's from your edge that you were given. So yeah, as you reach in, suddenly, there is kind of an improvised bear trap that is now clamped around your arm. Let's roll a die. I like D12s. Nobody uses D12s anymore. Now we're rolling like I know I should. You take 1 point of damage.
Woo!
But this bear trap is not only is it
Currently stuck.
stuck around your arm, but it is also attached to the ground beneath the hay pile by something very, very securely. You're not sure what they did to keep it this secure, but it's not moving.
Okay. Well, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. Can I kick at this straw while I'm now stuck here? I might as well check and make sure if there's anything else in here.
Yeah. The rest of you, like this snapping sound of this thing was heard through the entire slave pens. So all of you heard the snapping sound, possibly a yelp of surprise. I don't know how you would react to having a bear.
He
trap
definitely
on
was
your
like,
arm.
Jesus. Well, maybe not Jesus. Decathlon.
Rajat!
The heck are you doing in there?
Or maybe it would be even more funny to just go tick 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 lay.
I seem to have lost my way. Is anybody here strong enough to try and open this without ripping my arm off?
Talal will go down there.
Okay. So you can see like his arm does not look good right now. Like this bear trap has cut pretty deeply into the muscle in his forearm. And for the life of me, I can't remember what these muscles are, but they're really important for like your hands. And he's also bleeding rather profusely as you see him like kicking around the now blood tinted straw, finding nothing but this trap.
Okay, we need to get this off of you.
I would love that.
This may hurt a little, and
It doesn't not hurt now.
Damn, and I was so happy with my completely normal, pain-free journey.
I would like to try to rip it off.
I mean, if it's a bear trap, it's pretty easy to open if you're like a third party.
I know, but I'm going to use my shape changing, which is technically bear shape. So I feel like
the anti-bear
Yes.
trap.
The bear will win against the trap.
So as you kind of move forward and you watch as this very small girl kind of moves forward, you watch as these two additional thri-crane looking arms start kind of appearing, and both of them, or all four of her arms now, are starting to be used to kind of pull this apart. Go ahead and make me a might check with double bane.
what does double bane mean?
So single
Sorry.
bane -2, double bane. Whatever result you get, you're going to reduce it by 1 tier.
Womp 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 womp.
Womp womp indeed. Womp womps.
So I rolled 10 on the dice plus my 2 might -2.
No,
no.
no -2.
Oh.
It's just
Sorry.
double bane. Just means that you reduce it by 1 tier.
Okay, well,
you were medium. You are no longer medium.
Yeah. So
Right.
you got, normally you'd be at a tier 2 with that roll.
Or
Double
tier
bane
2, yeah.
reduces it to tier 1.
yeah. So yeah, tier 1.
So
R.I.P.
as you are pulling it up apart, you can feel the pressure coming off of your arm, Therian. And you're like, okay. And as you're starting to pull it off, she slips and it slams on you again. Doing
Oh, there's so much blood.
9 points of piercing damage, or whatever that version of damage is. I don't remember my damage types in this. It's physical damage. We'll go that way.
Oh.
And you are unfortunately still caught, but it's significantly further down your arm. It's now around your wrist.
So we went from 1 point of damage to 9. I just want to make sure I'm tracking that.
Yes.
correctly.
Again,
Okay.
it's a D12 of damage. I just rolled
That's
a
fair.
1 on it.
So theoretically, I can use a recovery at this point. Theoretically, correct?
I'm
Okay.
going to say that you can't use a recovery until you have the use of both of your arms.
That's fair. That's what I was trying to figure out mechanically. Then I'm like, Jesus Christ, try again, but do better this time.
I think
Can
if you do this again, you don't think it's possible for you to not get his arm out of there. It's just whether or not you're going to cause more damage doing that.
I'm going to come in there and I will help them.
what? I went the wrong way.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
with the help, that'll give you 1 edge and a double bane. So that turns it into just a single bane, just a single -2 to your roll.
I don't like
Oh,
that.
no.
I don't like that.
So with
Oh, no.
so that's a 4.
You're rolling 2d10, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I got a 3 and a 1.
Those are not big numbers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So +2, -2. That is 4.
Okay, so you do watch as them both working together. They are able to get your hand out, but it does scrape you one last time. This time you only take 4 points of physical damage.
Right to the middle.
As that happens, I look deathly pale, like paler than the undead already look in this situation. As I've been reduced to 1 stamina. I will then use
Jesus.
3 recoveries.
Don't
Alright.
Take a moment and get myself back up.
don't
to-
mess
Oh my
with
gosh.
stars.
level.
Stop. That's all I say when I move back to the
Yeah,
door.
look, I don't. We haven't had a chance to talk much, but this is a little normal for me. This is kind of how I ended up this way the first time, and then I walk away from this room.
Okay.
In fact, it was a bear trap that killed me.
Now, well, that was a cave-in, but
I mean, similar properties, you know,
yeah.
they both involve me being trapped for a moment, or 100.
Jody,
You,
Yeah?
so just because, fuck it, this door is here, and this is our chance while he's busy off fighting.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna like push my shoulder up against the door,
Mhm.
kind of feel where it's reinforced and where it's not. And I'm just gonna see if I can, loosen the door somehow, whether that's by the hinges or.
Sure. Make me an intuition check. And if you have any skill that you think would help you kind of judge the structural integrity of the door, you could apply that.
Monsters, not good.
Doors are the worst monster in Dungeons and Dragons.
Fair enough.
Intuition 14, so 2-2.
2-2. Cool. So kind of feeling it out and putting some pressure on it. You think that more likely than not, the hinges are probably the weakest part of this door. You think with enough force, I mean, it's still made of wood. It's good wood and it's reinforced wood, but it's wood. You think with enough force you could probably break it, but if you focus that force on the hinges, you think you'll have a significantly easier time breaking this door down.
Okay.
Obviously, if you do that, you won't be able to put the door back up. But, you know,
Is it a push door or a pull door?
the hinges are located on the inside, so I think that
Okay.
makes it push.
Okay.
Talal
Well-
just cracks all 4 sets of knuckles.
We're going. Let's do this together. You get the bottom hinges, I get the top hinges. How does that sound?
Like it.
All right.
All right.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. What the fuck are you guys doing? We had the plan. We're gonna stick to the plan. What are you? And I'm trying to interrupt them while they're doing what they're doing.
Okay.
Well, what do you mean?
You don't think that people are going to notice that we pried open a door that's not supposed to be open? I mean, he's bleeding his fucking ass off from the
Yeah,
other room.
I-
Did we
I-
clean
yeah,
up that other
actually-
room and all?
No, I actually interject. Like they're gonna know because I've made a mess. So
Yeah, like
in for a penny, in for a pound.
exactly. He's
We have
already
a-
he's already messed up the plan. We're just doing
I
this.
spray blood on the wall. Just
Open sesame.
Full on, like, Addams Family play. Just.
I'm assuming you have more than one might if you want to roll with the edge or whatever we're doing.
Yep, I've got 2 might.
Yep.
It worked so well last time.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
given the fact that you got a tier 2, I was already going to give you an edge on this. So
Okay.
with you helping, I'll say you guys have double edge.
All right, you can roll double edge.
So again, how that works in Draw Steel is just whatever tier you roll, increase it by 1.
Okay. So, I rolled 7 plus 2, so that's 9.
Mm.
So this is a second tier.
All right, hey, second tier is second tier. All right.
Second tier, second tier.
Yeah. So, as you guys kind of put some force into it, you both are kind of like feeling around and trying to figure out, and suddenly it just kind of clicks. You're like, oh, wait a minute. And then the door falls inward. And you guys can suddenly see inside the room. It is obvious to you as the door kind of falls down. The first thing that happens, and I'm actually Therian, are you still with them?
I was up, but after they got me out, I would head back to the group, especially after I just heard a door
Yeah.
crash in.
So with you guys, as it goes down, the first thing that you notice is this kind of like dry, dusty smell that also has this slight hint of like acrid, almost like acidicness in it. Like you can kind of taste it at the back of your throat as you smell it, the kind of burning sensation at the back. You're not quite sure what that is. Therian, on the other hand, you recognize the smell of undeath.
Perfect.
Something in here used to be dead and is no longer, so be wary.
Don't like that.
What?
Good to know.
So what would you
Also, I don't remember undead being particularly shiny, and I look down at my hands, and I kind of imply that I don't know that this is going to go any better than my bear trap.
As you guys look around, you can see the room itself is significantly nicer than any other rooms. You can see there's like a bookshelf on the north wall. There's a chair in here. There is a decaying corpse in the upper kind of right-hand corner, or a fully decayed skeleton, I guess. And the thing that you notice about this is it has clothes. They are rotted and mostly disintegrated, but Moiety, you would recognize this corpse has never been like sacked or anything. Like nobody's tried to take anything off of it, which is not normal.
I will, given that information that I heard, right? I take up. I'm assuming some of the wood on the door splintered when the hinges came loose.
You guys actually did well enough that it was just the hinges that broke. Like the door itself is actually fully intact. It's just the hinges are worthless.
Do we want to go get the man who's looking for something shiny? Perhaps
No,
he should lead the way.
He didn't want any involvement with it.
Oh, okay, got it.
I'll
Sounds
just,
like we should force his involvement. Carry on.
I'll just walk up to the skeleton and like tap its forehead because you said something about undead.
So as you do, the skull starts to kind of crack and disintegrate.
Oh, you're that old.
Okay.
Is there anything on the skeleton that seems to be of worth since no one's looted this body?
Why don't you make me... Let's do intuition again. I like intuition. It's a nice skill. Or attribute.
Gonna look at my skills just to make sure they're cool.
And the whole idea behind skills in Draw Steel is they're not actually attached to a particular attribute. They're designed to kind of be negotiated. You go, well, I have this skill. Would that help me in this particular thing? So you guys feel free to, you know, kind of negotiate with the roles.
Like
Plus
cooking
2 is a
and
plus
starting
2.
fire.
Yeah, I mean, that made sense to me.
I got a 15, tier 2.
Cool. So looking it over, what are the things that you notice? This creature did have a belt. The leather is mostly disintegrated, so it's not worth that much. If you can find someone that can do something with leather scraps, you might be able to get something out of it. However, surprisingly enough, the buckle is made of metal.
I will take the buckle.
And you do think if you wanted to, you could definitely turn the buckle and whatever the little like thing that you put through the holes is called. I'm sure there's a name for it. I just have no idea what it is. If you wanted to, you think you could very easily turn that into a makeshift set of lockpicks.
Victory.
I'll like pocket those quickly so that I'm not hiding them from you guys, but it's more so prying eyes.
Mm-hmm. And then the rest of the stuff out here, you can get a decent amount of kind of cloth scraps. The bones themselves are kind of worthless. Something has happened to them that has accelerated the decay process, and so they wouldn't really be worth anything. But
yeah, I'll tear up the cloth just because it's good for fires and other things.
Yeah.
Anything on the bookshelf?
go ahead and make me another intuition check. Just so that I understand, how many of you guys are actually in the room with him, like helping out or looking around? Go ahead and move your tokens in if you are.
Ansiv is in the hallway still, just up and down, looking to see if he could intercept anyone that might come this way. So.
All right.
Yeah, I would also still be. My whole thing was being rear guard up top. I'm still kind of doing that. I don't need to go in here.
No, I was gonna say Talal would come in and start checking out the bed on the south.
Okay.
I rolled a 17, so tier 3 this time.
All right. So, kind of looking around, the bookshelf itself has some like various like vessels and things like that. Some of them made of glass, which is another thing that's exceptionally rare in the slave pens. Glass other places, I mean, Athos is covered in sand. Glass is very common. But they generally don't let the slaves and the gladiators have any glass. So you find like a couple empty vials in there, and then one kind of like just ball of glass that has like a single kind of crack going through it. And then as you're looking, you also notice behind there's like a loose panel at the back of the bookshelf, and if you move it aside, you can see there seems to be like a stone in the wall that is kind of jutting out in an odd fashion, and it is perfectly square.
I look at Johnny. Close the door. Well, no, hold the door up, not close it. Like, hold the door up. There's no closing the door, but you can.
Get some semblance of privacy.
Yeah, it's not difficult. Like, it's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit unwieldy, but you can kind of lift it back up and kind of put it into place.
And once it's like lifted up, I'll press the stone.
Sure. As you press the stone, you guys hear the sound of stone scraping against stone. As where the door is, a additional kind of stone wall just pops up from the ground, sealing the four of you off from the rest of the room. And then suddenly the wall next to you shifts open, and from inside, hold please, because I didn't realize you guys were going to go in this room today. You see a number of zombies just walk out.
Fine.
Oh.
seemingly very interested in eating you. I'm gonna say let's get into initiative with just the four of you.
I wonder what it's taking them so long.
And yeah, you guys would have heard the sound of the stone, and then if you try to move the door, like the door is kind of like pinned between the stone and everything. So now they've effectively locked themselves in with a door that can't lock, which is impressive.
I say good luck, and I spend my time here trying to go into the one dude's room and put new hay over my bloodstain. But that's what I'm
we have a victory, right?
Yeah, you have a single victory thus far. So, the first is a zombie. What is that? Is going to get a tier 3 result. And is going to do 9 points of damage to Moiety. As he comes over. Go ahead.
Because my my what's it called? My null field. My null field does not turn off unless I go unconscious or I turn it off myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I will reduce that to 4 with inertial shield.
Cool. So as he bites onto you, you instantly kind of react with your null training, but you also instantly feel this kind of sickness in the pit of your stomach. And now I need to remember conditions. Where are we? Is there... It's 7 to 7. I'm going to say you are now bleeding because as he bit onto you, he nicked an artery or something, and you are now bleeding.
Alright, but I also get to knock him back
Sure.
for free. So I'm gonna roll for that. So a crit in this is a 19 or 20. Okay, I rolled an 18, so plus 2. That's not a crit, but that's still a 20, so that's tier 3. And then because he used a main action while within my null field, I started combat with a victory. I have 2 discipline at the moment, and that means I get to slide him 5, and I'm sliding him right into the other zombie.
Okay. So as he bites you, I'm sorry. I'm reading up on the bleeding condition to just make sure I know. So whenever they use a main action, use a triggered action, or make a test or ability roll using might or agility, they lose stamina equal to 1d6 plus their level after the main action, triggered action, or power rolls resolve. So this is a triggered action, right?
It is, but it's using intuition, not might or agility.
Okay. I believe, yeah, use a triggered action or make a test or ability roll using might or agility. So this is a triggered action.
Yep.
It's only the might or agility if it's a skill test or whatever they said in there. A test or ability roll using might or agility. That's what that refers to. It's not any triggered action that we use, because most triggered actions don't use an attribute, they just happen. So first things first, you knock it. Both of them take, you said 5, right?
Yes.
So both of them kind of slam into each other, and you watch as they both kind of ragdoll a little bit. One of them like loses an arm right at the elbow. The other one loses a jaw, and it just kind of flops down, but they're both still upright. That was its turn. Really quick from Moonglaive, Hamjad, you can take a heroic resource.
Let's go.
As a reminder to everyone watching, if you would like to be a part of the game, you can actually use your channel points, which you get just for watching. There's no subscribing needing, no like bits or anything. It's just free stuff you get for watching me. You can use it to influence the game. You can give them heroic resources that they use to power their special abilities. You can give them hero tokens, which they use for a ton of different things like rerolls and free healing surges and stuff like that. Or you can give me malice, which lets me do evil things to them. So, go ahead.
No, I was going to say thank you. They've also given resources to Johnny, myself, and Moiti.
Yep, just so yeah, Johnny, Talal, and Moiti, you can also all take a heroic resource.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so that being said, that's the end of their turn. Who wants to go first with you guys?
Well, I'm kind of already in bear form, so if you guys don't mind.
Go for it.
Oh, yay, I gain another one. So,
Oh, and by the way, roll a d6 and then add 1 to it for the bleeding effect, Moiti.
I take 3 damage.
Cool.
what happened to my character?
It ran away. You're on the bed.
No, my character sheet in
Oh.
Forged Steel.
It's also on the bed.
Yeah, it does. It's weird.
How did that get there?
Well, good. I'm just gonna go up and make a bear claw attack against this first one.
Go for it.
Establish dominance.
Ooh. I switched dice because those other dice were evil. Math. 14.
14's a tier 2.
So tier 2. It'll take 7 damage.
Okay.
And I have this thing next to that, which is M less than 1.
So that's what's referred to as a potency. Potency basically means if their M stands for might, if their might score is less than 1, then whatever happens after it will happen. So what's it say after that?
I believe, yes, grabbed.
Okay. So, zombies, not particularly might-filled. I'm going to say that this particular zombie's might is 0, especially since it's now missing its jaw, which is a very mighty bone.
That's where it
in your
held.
body.
It held the mic.
It's where it held the might, yes. So you do now have it grabbed.
Okay.
So you guys watch as Talal kind of rushes forward and just starts kind of slashing at this creature, and one of the additional Thri-kreen arms just like grabs onto it, and and instead of like being able to grab it, your claws actually go into it, and you are now holding onto its rib because the skin around it have just kind of fallen off. But the rib seems sturdy enough that you've got a grip. You're not sure how long that rib is going to stay attached, though. You're not sure how much you want to manipulate this creature.
Yeah.
You do have it grabbed. Anything else you want to
Okay.
do with your turn?
I believe that is all I can do.
All right. So the other zombie starts rushing forward, seeing its ally now missing part of its torso. It's going to try and just nom on Talal. All right. So I got a 15, 16, 17 on that. So that's another tier 3. So you take 9 points of physical damage, and you as well are now bleeding.
It's on fire.
As it just sits there and and as you're grabbed onto the other one, you're having a hard time kind of getting it to stop biting you. And as soon as it does, you can see like blood is starting to drip down your arm pretty heavily. All of you guys just like bleeding on everything. You may want to ask Therian later how to cover that up because he seems to be an expert now.
Yes.
As he's using his hand to try to mop up blood.
Who wants to go next?
I guess I'll go.
Go for it.
I have start my turn. I gain 2 more. What's it called? Discipline.
Yep.
And I'm just going to look at this one, and you see him just reach out and tap its shoulder as it's going to go flying back because I'm going to use my maneuver impart force.
Okay.
This ability gains an auto edge when it's used.
You said this is a maneuver, right?
Yes.
Cool. That doesn't affect your bleeding.
So that's going to be a tier 2 because with the edge that makes it a 12, luckily. So it goes back. I push it 5, and I'm pushing this one this way.
Okay.
Well,
the door is really just only this square, so if you push it that way, he'll immediately run into the wall there, which I'm assuming you don't mind.
I don't mind, and yeah, he's pushed 5.
Okay. So as you do that, you watch as his torso is kind of crushed into the wall, and as he gets up, like 4 of his ribs are still in the wall with bits of flesh on them. He kind of goes over and like, and he looks at you like one of his arms is missing, the other one is just there. You kind of looks at you, looks at the wall, he looks back at you. It's hard to read his expression as one of his eyes is just like hanging out. But he kind of has one of these like, come on!
And is the bleeding save end, or?
Yes, bleeding is save end.
Alright, then I'll... what is that called? I'll use Dance of Blows
Okay.
as my actual action.
Okay. So that, once it's done, that will cause you to bleed again. But
Yes.
what's it do?
So Dance of Blows. You strike everywhere at once, tricking an enemy into moving out of position. It is burst 1. Target is each enemy in the area. So I am just unleashing a flurry of blows on these 2.
Cool.
That's tier 3, so that's 5 points of damage. And as part of it, I can slide one of them up to 2 squares. So they're just going to slide into each other for another 2. So one takes 7. I'll say the one that isn't grabbed gets the one that slides. So he takes 7. The other one takes 5.
When you slam
No, actually, they'll both take 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you slam a creature into another creature, they both take the damage. So
So both take 7.
So you guys watch as Moiety kind of leaps forward and starts moving incredibly fast. You watch as the bleeding from his wound starts to increase. Go ahead and roll your d6. But as he's doing it, he's just like pow, pow, pow. And suddenly he does this large, like spinning tornado kick that slams the first one right into the second one. And both of them are just launched across the room into the other wall. Where they are collapsed into nothingness.
I rolled max for that, so I'm taking 7.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll
The
a
D10, right?
d10. Yep.
Oh, where'd my music go?
6 or higher, come on. I rolled a 6.
All right, that's enough. 6 or higher means you're no longer bleeding. Talal, you can also roll a d10.
I'm just going to immediately spend 2 recovery tests because...
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
4. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have you roll a d6, add 1 to it, and because you're out of combat, we will just say that your failed test meant that you bled once, and then you were able to stop the bleeding.
Cool.
I'll come over and I'll patch him up.
So I'm winded.
Or,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got winded after I did that flurry. That's why I healed up.
I'm gonna go ahead and burn a recovery.
Okay.
I'm just like, oh, good job, I guess.
I know.
Right.
And I helped.
Oops.
So, you guys are still kind of locked into the room, but you can see there is another room on the other side here.
Is the button still depressed? When I look
Yes,
at it?
it is. It is now flush with the wall, and you don't see a way to kind of undepress it.
I'm gonna have to find the other button. I kind of will step in after taking that breather.
Okay. So looking around, again, you can see various pottery. You can see like a chest in the lower, against the south wall here. And then you also see to the north, there's another room. There's no door, but there is a doorway. And in it, you can see 2 candelabra with unlit candles in them. And what is best described as a coffin.
Is it open?
It is closed currently, and it does have metal accents on it. So this is an expensive coffin.
I'll look at this chest first and see if it's locked.
Not locked. Opening it up, you're actually surprised. You find grapes and a grapefruit in it. And looking at it, they're not rotten in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing about the chest that makes you think that it's enchanted or anything like that. It's just these fruits seem to be perfectly ripe.
Vicious. I close the chest. And then I'll
If anyone wants to make a reason to test to try and figure out why that may be, you are welcome to do that.
I would.
Would this count as nature as a skill?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Excellent.
I mean, I got a tier 2 barely, but
Okay.
I did not.
All right.
I got tier
So,
1.
looking at this, you remember kind of like fables and legends that are told about these things called psionic fruit. They're fruit that are so infused with psionic energy that they can actually improve. They can actually improve your psionic abilities. For this one, this is specifically the grapes will effectively act as 2 free recoveries. You can actually eat half of them to get the effect of using a recovery without actually having to use any of yours. And the grapefruit will, if you ingest it, it will give you the ability to telepathically speak to people for an hour and read people's minds using either a reason or intuition test. With a tier 1 just failing, a tier 2 reading surface thoughts, and a tier 3 allowing you to kind of probe deeply.
Once I realize that, I'll kind of pick the chest. Oh, well, no, I'll open it and then I'll put them away on my person
Okay.
as best I can. And I guess I'll look at this last room here because we don't see a depression to open up that door yet.
Yeah, so looking in there
Oh,
again, there's a chair in the upper right hand corner that is mostly decayed, but the tomb or the coffin itself, again, because it's made partially of metal, it's in fine condition. And if you had something to harvest the metal, this would probably be very, very valuable.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
I have a maneuver where I am the I of any undead with a fine wheel. So if I go like coffin,
Mm-hmm.
can I detect anything?
Sure. As you kind of open yourself up to kind of sensing the supernatural and the undead, you can sense like a little like after image from where the zombie corpses are. They're no longer undead, but you can tell they used to be. So they're unundead. Unundead. Unundead.
Re-dead.
I'm going with Redead. Redead seems good.
Unundead. Dun, da, da, da. But the coffin itself seems mundane as far as you can tell. You don't sense anything magical about it. You don't sense any undead in there. Just coffin stuff. By the way, it's made of stone and metal. So
I'm already moving to slide it open.
okay. It has a very heavy cover, but with enough time, it's not impossible for you to open it. As you kind of slide it open, in there is a very well-dressed corpse. You have no idea who it is. You've never heard of someone important being buried in here. But they're relatively well-dressed, and resting on their chest is this sapphire as large as your fist.
This must be what he was talking about.
Must be.
Yep.
No respect for the dead in the slave pits. I'm just going to grab it.
Okay. As you do, even just touching the sapphire itself, the bones beneath it crumble, and the clothes start to instantly disintegrate. But you can pick up the sapphire without any issue. It's a little bit cloudy from having been in there for so long, but it's definitely a sapphire. Outside of the slave plans, this would probably be easily be worth like 200 or 300 gold.
I just start brushing the dust off into the coffin with the rest of his dust.
Yeah. So just
And
leave
then-
all the dust together. It's a good
Yeah.
way to keep things there.
And then I'll reinter his dust, essentially.
I'll help you put the lid back on.
Yeah.
Right.
Doesn't do either of you see a button for the
don't.
door as I'm putting the sapphire away?
I don't. I'll take a look at the I guess the candlesticks or candelabra.
They are made of metal. They are attached to the floor pretty securely. And the candles themselves have not been burnt to the point of no longer being used. Like they're still useful candles. They probably have like half of their lifespan left.
Oh, you're with us here. In case you figure out what to do with this, I hand you the belt buckle, which is metal.
Oh. Yeah, I think I could make use of that. Thanks. You think these candles could come in handy? They're pretty good shape.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, they're wax and wicks, so lots of different uses for both of those things.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can collect basically 6 half candles. You can put those somewhere on your character sheet.
They have. You said 6 half.
Yeah, so it's 6 candles that have been burned
Yeah.
halfway. So
So let's take a look at this chair. See if we can find. I don't know. Not much else in here.
Yeah, the chair, if you touch it at all, it effectively disintegrates.
Awesome.
This, whatever this place is, no one has been in here for a very, very long time.
I'll look back in this room to see if there's any sort of thing we missed, since we kind of just walked through it instead of checking it out.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, are you talking about like the original or the lower room?
The middle room, yeah.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, the middle room is kind of like some sort of antechamber. And looking around, you do notice what looks like the remnants of uniforms. And kind of piecing together, you think that the zombies you killed might have been some sort of guards, or not like prison guards, but somehow were here to guard this coffin.
Hmm.
But beyond that, there's no buttons or anything. There's just...
Is there a button in the original room?
So looking around, you don't see a button. If you look at the kind of stone thing that kind of moved up to lock the door, you realize that in order to do that, like, there can't be too much of this door left beneath the ground, effectively. You think with enough time, you could probably chisel out the ground around it to kind of tip the stone portion of it down. But like I said, it would take some effort, and you'd probably have to use your weapons to do it. But with the four of you, you think it's possible to kind of dig the door out.
Well, that's why I brought this, and I pull out the humorous I stole from the corpse out here.
Sure. Anyone else want to help?
I'll
Okay.
I'll take a pass around the walls, looking for anything suspicious, and then I'll
Sure.
follow them in.
Why don't you go ahead and roll me an intuition check, just because you're doing this final pass.
Sure. It's 10, total 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're relatively certain that they are very wall-like. You think you can't be 100% sure, but you think they might be walls.
Walls. Okay, walls.
They're in the walls.
And they go all the way from the ground to the ceiling. So
One might be
Oh.
a mimic wall.
So there is a ceiling.
yes,
special.
That's
you did
good,
discover
good,
an
okay.
actual ceiling. So and that's not
Good,
something
good.
that I've described yet. So you've learned new information with your tier 1 success.
There you go.
So yeah, whoever wants to make the roll, you're gonna make it. It's gonna be a might check with double edge.
I mean, I've got +2 might, so
If you want to do it, go ahead.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really love the fact that you have all these like hardened gladiators, and the smallest little girl is the one that's like doing all of that.
Yeah.
She's proved
Let's,
herself.
let's be
boys.
honest, has rolled poorly some of the time. So
As you look down at your arm, just bleeding out still.
20.
20.
So
there you go.
Wow.
tier 4.
Yeah,
And
you got
plus
plus double
double
edge.
edge.
Tier 4, and you got it. So yeah, you guys, it takes you the better part of 10 minutes, barely, to kind of dig this out. Therian and Ansev, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Therian and Ansev, you guys are sitting there. You're like, the door seems stuck to you. Yeah, I didn't think the door could be stuck. They broke it, and suddenly you hear this like large sound of again stone scraping against stone, and then this, boom, and you watch the door just kind of falls over, and you see all of your favorite friends there with a doorway to another room that wasn't there when they closed the door previously.
So at a glance, do I see? So I'm assuming I see them bleeding or blood and that sort of thing, correct?
Yeah.
Do I see the zombies in the room behind them?
If you kind of look past them, yeah, you can see a pile of what used to be zombies.
I grab one of the zombies because I'm still stuck on this whole bear trap thing. I grab the zombie and I throw it against one of the walls out in the hall. I throw it towards the other person's room. I fake wrestle with it for a little bit and then toss it onto the bear trap.
Okay. Are you gonna try
they're
and
in-
open the bear track to get it caught on the zombie?
So I thought it was open from previous or no?
Well, he opened it enough for you to take your arm off, but it's been snapped shut.
Oh.
Like that's how bear tracks. You have to actually.
Okay.
I will try to reset this, I will try to open this bear trap so we can get it in.
I think,
No, I think we do.
Okay, absolutely. I was gonna
Oh,
pop
yes,
off its
we do.
head. I was gonna pop off its head and then jam it like in the middle of it. And have
There
that
you
be
go.
next to it, like the
Separate or
neck.
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you
So-
absolutely, if you want to go for it, go for it.
Yeah. Go ahead
Also,
and make me a might check.
as
Okay.
Therian
So,
walks by, I'll be like, watch out for the vampires in there.
Vampires.
as a straight might check,
Mhm.
12.
Okay.
So that's tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
If do I think that's going to be enough to get this open?
Definitely,
Or do I need
yeah.
to go to tier 3? Okay.
Yeah. You think with a tier 1, you probably could have done it. It just you would have had a lot more pieces of zombie.
Ah.
Got it.
This looks significant. Like with a tier 2, you're able to make it look like it was actually the zombie that bled out and everything in there.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, even if the zombie's not bleeding, I looked at everybody, I'm like, here's the story. Zombie, rawr. We got hurt. We fought it. Oh no. And then we pushed it into the room, but we had to go investigate. That's where all the blood came. Okay?
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
our
Yeah,
story.
okay.
That's how we're
Yeah.
sticking.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to the room really quick.
Yeah.
Plausible deniability established.
Yeah.
As your hands like mauled from 3 different chunks of section, or whatever.
Yeah, there was, it was a lot of zombies.
Hey, bite.
I mean, the zombie bites kind of look like
Bear trap
Yeah.
markings.
I don't have
Oh.
to just wave it in front of them. It'll be covered a little bit.
Oh God, do we know if we're going to turn to zombies now?
Best not to dwell on the unknown.
It's best not to think about it. I think you gotta die first, don't you? Yeah, totally. So as long as you're not dead tomorrow.
Okay. I will be sleeping in another room than the people that went into that room. So
As we walk back to the room, I'm just going to be like, any other poor decisions we want to make?
I mean, there's a group of people you haven't pissed off enough yet.
They do have something shiny in a hay bale.
I will wait outside the room to see if anyone makes any more poor choices.
I'm good. I think we're. I think
Yeah,
we're gonna
I'm
recover
gonna
a little
go
bit here. So
Chill on my mat that I dragged over. I need to contemplate my life choices.
Go ahead and move your
Oh,
tokens
I-
to the room if
I
that's
will
what
ask.
you want.
yeah. Promise
Is
you
the
do that.
chair that the skeleton dude in the first room on, is that rotten or is that?
Yeah. All the
Okay.
all the furniture is mostly useless in there.
I will take the chest since that seemed okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you now have a chest.
What do the weirdos over here think of us walking past all bloodied and
Just staring daggers at you.
same?
Is Yogi Bear gonna be mad at us that we left an open fire in the middle of a room while we all went and did our little adventures at this place?
Yogi,
place is made of stone.
Smoky, on the other
Smokey,
hand.
sorry, Smokey, not Yogi, Smokey. Got my
Yogi's
bears
just
mixed
looking
up.
for some picnic biscuits.
Watch out, Dinos! Watch out!
So yeah, unless you guys have other bad choices you would like to make tonight, you guys are able to get some rest. So let's talk about how respite works. In Draw Steel, you don't get to take a quote-unquote long rest every night. Draw Steel kind of assumes that you do the things that are necessary for your body to continue functioning. Things like sleeping at night, eating your meals. What a respite is you take an entire full 24-hour period where you do nothing but rest and relax. So simply sleeping at night is not going to be enough for you guys to recover your hit points or your recoveries or anything like that. But it is more than enough time for you to spend any recoveries that you do need to suspend before the next morning. Probably like 20 or so minutes after you guys get back in, you do hear the metal door open and Scar comes back triumphant.
Think of time.
But the rest of the slave pits are asleep at this point. So
Maybe he's covered in blood and he won't even notice the additional.
You just hear down the hall, what the
so
is there anything else with respites that we can do? Like in terms of like leisure project time of any sort or
yeah,
anything
there
along those lines?
when you guys actually do get to take a respite.
Oh,
you
that's
can
the
work
full
on-
respite. I'm sorry, yeah.
you can work on projects and things like that. I'm not planning on dealing with the project system in this unless one of you guys has like a background that gives you additional project points, and then we can kind of discuss what that turns into. But project system, very, very cool, but this game's going to last for 2 more sessions after this.
Right.
So if you guys get more than one respite in this campaign, I will be very surprised.
What would it look like for me to fashion this belt buckle into some picks?
Go ahead and make me an agility check.
We come across an actual door
Basically,
that we need to
the
open.
higher your tier, the faster you're going to be able to turn it into lockpicks.
Can I use my knowledge of the criminal underworld to improve my...
Absolutely.
All right.
Can I see him doing this and offer to help? Like I
Um,
have very nimble fingers.
In order for you to help him making lockpicks, you would need some kind of like criminal background or something where you would understand how to make lockpicks. So if you have a skill that would be useful for that, or something in your background that would make you understand how to make your own lockpicks.
No. That is
So,
a no.
Would it be helpful to brag about knowing?
If you want to brag about it, I don't think it's going to help him make anything, but
So just an edge.
or no, just
Or, no, just
just
a +2.
just a +2 for your skill. Technically, if you were to
Right,
get an
yes.
edge, that would be a separate +2.
Right, set a bonus 2. Got it.
They are different things. You could use both of them.
All right, so that's a 11 on the dice, total 15.
Awesome. So, you make a significant amount of progress. You think if you have another like hour or two at a later time, you can definitely finish fashioning these into a pick set. Right now, you effectively just have like a single rake, which on like really, really simple locks can be enough. But you don't have like a tension wrench or like a hook or anything like that. So there's still more things that you need for this to be really useful. But you think, like I said, one more shot at this and you'll have a full set.
Cool. Awesome.
Now just to find a door to pick, right? Smile.
So you guys are all able to sleep. Are you guys going to set up a watch or anything? Or are you just going to shut the door and sleep?
I think we should probably do a watch.
Like a rotation. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say 2-hour shifts. So you would need a grand total of 4 watch. Who wants the first shift?
I can see it the was right.
Sure.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll take the first watch with you.
Okay, so we have 2 people in the first watch. What about second?
I'll
Take
take
second.
second.
No, I will let them take second.
Okay.
Or
Third?
one of them. I'll take third.
All right. And then fourth.
I'll do the 4.
Okay. So, throughout the night, let's do it this way. On the third watch, which is Talal, while you are making watch, you suddenly hear a on the door. It's quiet enough that it doesn't wake anybody else up, but it's very obvious someone is knocking on the door.
Knock 3 times. Do 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 do.
Can I, like, is it a forceful knock? Is it a delicate, soft knock?
It is definitely
Housekeeping my pillow.
definitely a more kind of delicate, soft knock.
I will, I'll very quietly go over to the door and I will open it and peer out.
Okay. When you peer out, you see a man standing there wearing leathers with a bow and a quiver strapped to his back. You would recognize him as one of Scar's men. He looks at you and simply says, "You now have a debt. We will collect later." And he walks away.
Excellent, boys. We did a great job there. They're gonna
Thank
pay
you.
us.
I will just close the door very gently and softly, go back to where I was sitting, and just start limbering up a bit.
So, when morning comes, you guys are all able to wake up. There are, like, basically ventilation shafts in various places in the save pins that does allow a slight amount of natural light to kind of, like, reflect in. So it does... you guys are able to kind of tell when daylight breaks. And as soon as you guys are all kind of awake, you suddenly hear, "Don't make me send Leg Crusher in there!
Nope.
You 6, get out here! It's time to fight!"
Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, by the way, as we're going, I already told someone else this, but one of Scar's men came by last night, and informed us that we are now in their debt and that they would be collecting. So,
That sounds ominous.
Because we stopped the
You're
zombie
muted,
from the
John.
attack.
I mean, I don't know that we stopped the zombie. Even if they accept that the zombies got loose, we didn't really stop the zombies. The
Oh.
bear trap stopped the zombies.
Ah.
Gotta keep our story straight.
You gotta
but
stay
also,
on it.
as long as we're not here when they come to collect, then there's no problem.
Oh, I think we will be. It just depends on what they're trying to collect.
That's fair. All right, well, another day as a gladiator.
Yes.
Right. Wait. 1, 2. Yeah, okay, we're the 6. Got it. Okay.
Do the
Everyone's
math.
kind of counting. It's like, yeah, we're the only 6-person party here. Yeah, that makes
Yes.
sense.
We could be the sinister. No,
No, no,
No,
no, no, no, no, no.
no, that doesn't work.
Which one of you guys is the vulture and which one is the scorpion? Actually, to be perfectly honest, when you're thinking about the Sinister Six, like, quite a few of them kind of fit into this environment. You have a vulture, you have a scorpion. The octopus would be a little bit awkward, but
Yeah, he'd have a rough day.
yeah. Do you guys have anything you want to do before you head back out into the arena?
Well,
by the way, go ahead and take 2 victories. One from
Hey!
defeating the zombies, and another from finding the
So we're at
sapphire.
3.
So you're now at 3 victories.
Ooh.
And just in case, right? Like, I'm gonna make sure that I still have that glass of water.
Mhm.
If it spilled at any point during the getting murdered, I'm gonna go refill it.
Yes, you still have. It's basically just a little clay pot.
Love it.
But it seals and is watertight. So
It's a sippy cup. Got it.
yes, you have your sippies cut.
I'll check on Galal on the way out and make sure she's okay. But
She seems fine. She kind of looks at you with a little bit more, I guess, respect now, because apparently whatever happened last night has started getting around the
great.
the prison. So you guys are starting to become. You're not sure if it's famous or infamous, but it ends with an us.
Notorious.
Famous, infamous, notorious. Lots of yeses.
Dead. Dead is probably what it would be.
So, as you all head back into the arena, if you want to go ahead and move your figures back into the
Oh.
opening area.
Yes. Am I still impacted by the sun thing from the first battle? Or was that until the end of round?
That was just until the end of Kaika combat.
Okay. Okay. I'll turn that off then.
So as you guys come out, you hear Kuka Kurzak say, "Try to die in a spectacular fashion. Makes the audience happy."
And the Saucy Six will do whatever the audience wants.
Hey, I like it.
hey,
The door shuts behind here. You hear...
I call marinara.
God. Alfredo.
Trying to think of some
Sorry.
other songs.
Carry up.
Beurre Blanc, thank you very much.
I still have the rose in my horn. I'm gonna take it out and wave it at the crowd and put it back in.
Okay.
Let's stir them up.
As you guys come out, you hear the announcer start up again. Good morning, sports fans. We're about to have another amazing match with... You hear him kind of ruffling around papers. The Saucy Six. They have decided to grace us with our presence again, and boy, I hope you guys are excited, because today's combat that no one in the audience can see because I just have them looking at red blocks is going to be a nail biter. But unfortunately, that is where we're going to end it for tonight. Remember, folks, if you're ever feeling down, ever feeling hopeless, remember, Tick 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 Delay is there for you, as long as being there for you doesn't require him to actually do anything. Remember, Tick 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 Delay is the best because he is the only one.
Today's match is brought to you by Tick 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 Play Tic Tacs.
So, again, it's going to be all... that's going to be all for us today. As always, if you missed any of this, I do upload all these to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/TraderJody, along with all the other nonsense that I'm doing for Daily December, including in-depth reviews. We're doing 5 of them this month. And my new news show, RPG News, the RPG News Battle Map is what I'm calling it right now. So if you want to find out what the latest things are happening in the TTRPG world, check it out on Fridays. Otherwise, again, it's all for me today. I will see you guys next time. All right? Bye-bye.